Hey there, toy collectible fans, Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Giving you a look today at this Marvel Legends Big Time Spider-Man. Now, I've also got the Future Foundation variant of that to come. A very good friend of mine in the US is shipping that across to me, so we will get a look at it. This is one which I'm so glad I did. It was the last one in stock just after the Black Friday sales. They must have been clearing out at the guys at Dorkside, and I found this online. So very, very happy I did. Just to give you a look, there's the Big Time Spider-Man, which is, you can just about see that on my phone. That is the colour of the outfit there that was used in one of the comic books. So it's definitely got that kind of vivid green. It's also known as a kind of stealth suit. The colours have slightly varied on this one. It's a little bit different, but it's still a very, very good figure. Now, the stand is my own. This is a TekSushi stand, I believe. Have a look at our Fly Guy channel under Black Series stands, and you'll get a review of that stand itself. I've just got it in a uber cool pose, I think, there. Let me take that out and have a look at it. So this was one of these very rare figures. Had I got my finger at my ass, I could have been able to grab this a whole lot quicker. The guys at DorksideToys.com, when they first put this up for sale. As of writing, they've got none left of this, but they do have the Scarlet Spider, same mould, excellent looking figure. So I should have bought that ages ago, but I've now got that in my cart, and that's coming too. So this figure was one of the last ones. I managed to nab this up there, and in my rush to get out the packaging, I made a bit of a faux pas, and that was I kind of scratched his head a little bit out of the packaging too quickly. And it kind of rubbed a little bit. You can just see a little bit of a mark there on the plastic. That was completely my fault. I was in such a hurry. I ripped it out the plastic casing which covered the damn thing to death, and in turn scratched a little bit there. But I borrowed my wife's nail varnish. Yes, how sad. And apparently one of the tips that I picked up before was where this blending occurs there, this nail varnish can blend that a little bit and it replaced some of the shine, because it was basically like a hole on the figure's head. You can just about see it there, but the paints of that nail varnish allowed it to be applied over it. So lesson number one, don't rush to get your figures out of the packaging. But I couldn't help it. This guy was just uber awesome. I love this paintwork. I love the pose of him. Cannot wait to get the Scarlet Spider and the Future Foundation version, which is coming. I've gone absolutely bananas on Marvel Legends. Absolutely love them. Now, some people have had some issues with this with the suit and the paint, and they're not too happy that on his back, for instance, there's nothing, and it's just, you know, we go from the solid green to this kind of dark green. And I have to agree, it's not great, but I'm overall quite happy with it. The figure we displayed from the front, and generally speaking, it looks the part. Nice blending, I think. You do have to be careful about this paint. It is a little... there's something on the style of this, the way that Hasbro have done it. It's almost a little bit like a transfer, and hence when I rush to get out of the packaging, it scrapes off quite easily. So be careful with this if you've got it as a toy. It's not a cheap toy to have, that's for sure. But I picked it up for a great price, along with some other great Black Friday stuff these guys had. But I love the eyeballs there, very green, minty kind of colour that really makes that facial sculpt stand out fantastically well. And look, it's super articulated all over, as you can probably tell. Ball jointed head with a hinge at the back there, which really allows tons of movement, whatever which way you want, but it looks a little daft that way. So again, pretty much everywhere else you'll see the torso there is both swivel and rocks forward, so there's a fair amount of click, and that moves back and forth. Ball joint with a hinge and the shoulders at the back. If I show you these, they look actually quite cool the way they extend back out. So it allows you to really throw the hand back. So there's really good design on this figure, I think. And it's one which I think we're going to see again and again. So ball joint with a hinge at the shoulders, a ball joint with a hinge at the bicep, double hinge at the elbows, you can see there. And also it's got not only swivel wrists, but it's got that... forward motion wrist there. On this hand, you'll see it's got the same there, that slightly different. If I can find the hinge, there you go. There's the hinge you can see there just on that wrist. So the swivel waist as well, that allows that to move around, and you'll see the ball joint with a hinge at the top of the thighs. Double joints on the knees there, down to that awesome ball joint rocking ankle, which just allows you to go any which way you want. And I just love this figure. Love the Marvel Legends line. I'm a real late bloomer to it. I did start late last year. Thanks to the guys at Dorkside Toys who did encourage me to get to this line. Damn you and your toys. But they had some great figures on there, and I'd never really been aware of the Toy Wiz line too much, but have been full-on retro collecting for most of the cooler figures from the Marvel Legends 6-inch line over the last year and a half or so. So we've got other reviews on our channel of these, plenty of other figures from Marvel Legends, from some of the older ones, Mystique and Punisher and some of the Iron Man figures, so definitely check them out. And lots more on the way, let me tell you. So there's a link below this video if you want to go and check out some Marvel Legends at the guys at Dorkside, and there's also some other social links there to all of our stuff on Google+, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, all that jazz. Check us out at TekSushi. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you can also check us out at FlyGuy, youtube.com/flyguy.net. Lots and lots, in fact, 700 Star Wars figure reviews on there, so join the community if you can, and we'll see you for more reviews coming up soon. Cheers.